process of election for that?
Louise, I think you had your hand. Louise?
There's someone filming, and I don't know what our policy is on that, but I present it.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I talked to a couple of attorneys since we had that incident with the filming last time, and again, they told me that that's, we have open meetings, but it's a pretty serious violation of somebody's privacy to stick a cell phone in their face and do this kind of thing. So again, I'm going to raise this as an issue to our body right now. Do we want to allow someone who hasn't asked this organization?
Point of order, we have a motion on the floor and the roll has already been called. We have to close out the motion that's currently on the floor.
Okay, all right, okay. Kathy, call the roll.
Wait, there's another
Question. I have a question. Are we just talking about opening this discussion up to outside people, or are we talking about not allowing non-committee people to talk about the election? Or are we talking about trying to close it off to people? That's the question. Listen. First of all, guys, let's just be a little realistic. If you guys want to close this off to the public, don't have it at a bar. I like having it here. Let's all have a little bit of common sense and realize that this is a public place. If you want to keep having it in public places, then you're not going to be able to do that. You can make people leave, but they can go stand right here. I mean, come on. Let's just have a little bit of common sense.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor. Kathy, call the roll.
Sterling Miller.
Hold on, as the owner of the bar, I have to clarify what's going to happen if the yeses win. Todd just brought this point up to me. So, if the yeses win, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, okay, where are these people going? And if they refuse to leave, is it my job to make them leave? Yeah. Okay, so I think maybe that's what, hold on, I think that's what Jake brought up. Perhaps, hold on, let's clarify it now in case the yeses do win.
I think it's misunderstanding still.
Let's say that if the yeses win, that they have to leave the tent and they can go to the other side of the bar to the picnic tables back there. So that I don't have to throw out 15 people if they don't want to leave.
Alright. Well, I know because I support your bar. I think it's great that you're supporting your bar.
Yeah, so I don't want to throw them out either. Right. If the yeses win,
Well, I think they want to go into executive session. Some people apparently do. And
how is it defined? How far away? It's my bar. I need to know.
okay, at the front of the bar or somewhere out of this room is fine.
Somewhere out of the tent or out of the whole outside?
Outside.
I want to have some order here. Rashid?
I want to echo what Jake just mentioned. One thing is, I wouldn't mind going into, and I've been and you guys know me, I've been fighting back, right? I wouldn't mind going into executive session around the bylaws, right? I understand that it's something very sensitive that we've been working on, but when you're saying going into a closed session about elections, once again, we are Democrats, and we push.
Are we?
Please be respectful. Once again, we are Democrats. We are getting to the point where we straight acting like Republicans, where we say we don't want people to know who we elected, and it's not going to be that controversial. We're talking about president. We're talking about vice president. We're talking secretary. Our leadership, and we're trying to close that off. But please, I get some respect. But at the same time, we want to invite people into our organization and want to be part of it, but we're trying to close it off. That's part of our election process. Like we doing too much, and then we get to the point where we're saying, How far do we want these people, these same people that voted for us, to go? Here or over there, over there? This is open to the public. Like Jake said, let's go to a union hall and say we want it to be closed and we're just gonna have it straight like that. But if it's gonna be open, it's open. We can't say this part is open, this part is not open. This is undemocratic.
I agree with Rasheen and I agree with Jake. This should be an open session. It's going to be public anyway, no matter how we vote. So what's the difference? They're not going to vote if they're here sitting and listening to us.
I just want to say, hold on. I want to say,
I have one thing to say, and I'm going to say something. I understand everybody's point of view. I get your point of view. I get your point of view. But the thing is, certain things need to be sacred. We cannot have things being put. No, it's sacred because it's what we do here as a central committee. It's what we were appointed by and elected by our constituents to do. I mean, honestly, we represent them. They don't represent us. They, honestly.
Yes, they do.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. They take care of us. That's what I'm saying. They take care of us. You know, my thing is, honestly, regardless of what you feel, we don't need people filming us. But, you know, honestly, if you're doing what you're doing for your constituents, then you have nothing to be worried about.
Okay.
Right or wrong?
Kathy, call the
Right,
roll.
okay.
So to clarify, yes is to keep it closed.
this,
Yes is to go into executive session. No is not.
executive session for the election.
For the election.
Yeah.
Sterling Miller. Yolanda Brown. I'm going to withdraw my motion.
Thank you.
I am going to make a motion, and I will not allow someone to tape me without my permission. I will not allow someone to tape this meeting without my permission. No, Michael, you don't get to say yes or no to that. I do not approve of that.
We got a motion on the floor.
I do not want someone. That's not enforceable.
Okay.
I did.
Okay, order please.
Okay. I'm going to call
Can you let them know at the final?
the motion for the executive session has been withdrawn. We have a motion on the floor in regard to taping of our meetings, and I'm going to call a voice vote on that. All in favor of allowing taping of our meetings without our authorization, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed to any taping of our meetings without our prior authorization,
Her motion was, her,
No.
right?
It
No.
does.
Okay. Okay. And here's the situation now. We have passed a motion. I'm going to ask the woman with the cell phone to please shut the cell phone off and leave the meeting. You know, if she can't do that,
No, we can leave the meeting if we can't be paid.
Call the vote. Was it days or days? You never called the vote.
okay. Should I call the vote one more time?
I mean, you never.
well, her motion was to,
Can I
Okay, I called the vote in a negative, yes, no fashion. I'm going to call it again.
Be the nays or yays.
First of all, guys, come on now. Respect. We have a chairman right here. Only you're supposed to speak unless he acknowledge you all. Come on, guys. Let's get real now. Let's give him that respect. Whether we agree or disagree with things that are going on, give him that respect. Come on.
So point of order. We just had a vote. The result of the vote has not been announced.
Okay, the result of the vote is we do not allow taping of our meetings without.
Yeah, no tape.
We do not allow taping of our meetings without prior authorization. Okay, all right, we're gonna do the vote again. Okay, and I'm gonna phrase it in a positive, not a negative way.
Listen up.
Okay, a yes vote means that we have a policy that does not allow videotaping of people, and that includes sticking a cell phone in their face without their permission. A no vote means we allow that, okay? And I'm saying, walking up to someone when they're expressing their opinion without their prior authorization to film them represents a violation of their privacy. And a yes vote is that that is our policy.
The new policy will start recording. We'll talk about it.
Well, we're talking about recording, but that's, let me say what that is. That means somebody independently recording the whole meeting, not somebody showing up here for half an hour and filming some negative segments and putting them up on Facebook along with what they say you said and reflecting negative on you. So again, a yes vote is that our policy is against that. A no vote is that people can come in and film anything they want. All right? Okay. Lori?
I feel like regardless of how we vote,
Laura, can you stand up? Can't hear you.
I feel like regardless of how we vote, again, we're in a public place. Sarah's a patron of this bar, and she can stand here. Like, there's no, what's the legal term? Lawyers, there's no expectation of privacy when
Yes.
you're in a public space.
Accurate.
It's extremely rude.
Maybe, but it's legal.
I would like to know one thing you would say, what she's doing now, recording without your permission is illegal. Because she didn't ask permission for the recording.
We're in a public place.
But you're not in it. You can't have the thing about it. It's a public place. It could be a person standing on the ground.
Respect, guys, respect, respect.
Please, let me, Carla here would like to make a point.
Listen. It has nothing to do with it being a public place. It's an organization. Now, the Missouri statute, it doesn't matter. In the Missouri statute, the organization, where the lawyers at? They should know this. The organization can have a statement that says the meetings cannot be recorded without written consent. An organization can do that. Yep. An organization. Now, if you're in a conversation with an individual and you're a party to that conversation, you can record it without notification that you're recording because you're a party to the conversation. But an organization can say that their meetings cannot be recorded without public consent. An organization.
Listen.
As in the legislature.
When I was the head of Democrats in the House, we absolutely have the legal right to close off our meetings to the public to have these discussions. You, however, cannot do it the day of when someone just shows up and says, and is recording. If you want to go in an executive session, you have that right. You have to have it in your rules. You can't just have it right away that you can do that, okay? Second of all, you don't have the right to legally close another establishment if you're having it somewhere. We have those meetings, we have them at the Capitol, we have them off-site for a reason, so that you can have them in separate places. But let me just say this, which is way, way, way more important. And everybody listen up, because I know nobody cares. But just last week, or just this weekend, the House Republicans raised well over $1 million to beat us in elections in November. Just the House. While we have spent 45 minutes worrying about someone filming and while we are worried about this bullshit, we are losing seats and not doing what is important. So as soon as everyone wants to get their collective backsides in gear and do what we need to. This organization is great for calling Bob and saying, somebody give me some money. We're not great at raising money for our party and turning out the votes ourselves, which is what we are supposed to do as committee people. Okay? So I'm sure that is not the popular thing to say, but that is the truth. And so while we spend 45 minutes dealing with this, the Republicans have probably already raised another $50,000 on the phone trying to raise money to get their people out the vote. So let's figure out what's more important, being transparent to the public or raising money to beat Republicans in November.
We're ready to go back to the agenda item of election of officers. I'm going to open the nomination on the floor for chairman of the for chairperson of the organization. I'm going to open it.